Hey guys, welcome back to the Essential Homeowner channel. So here is the PEX line for the water, coming off at 1 inch. It's going to split. That stub up is the split out to the hose bibs, and then it's 3/4 inch under the house back over to where you saw in the previous video. All the old line was, as I mentioned, galvanized steel, which was completely rusted. I'll see if I can, there's some old, there's the plumbing that went to the hot water line. There's that new thing. Here's all the pile of junk. We're supposed to have a windstorm tonight, so we will fix that up. Let me see if I can get over here. Yeah, here's some of the drop the battery. All right, here's some of the old water line. That's what it looks like. There's the copper, if you can see that. Let me see if you got a good view there. Can you see in that? That's what it looked like. I ripped that in half under the ground by grabbing this. There's that piece. Here's that piece. So I don't know how long it's been in here. I'm not sure it's 80 years old like the house, but it's probably pretty close. So today's project is to pull this post out. Not sure you can see, but it's leaning pretty bad. Can we get over here? Yeah, you can see it's leaning there. Pull that out and replace it like I did in the corner back there, and then start working on getting this beam. I hope to get this beam in by today. I'm doing a 3-ply 2x6 replacement. That's a 4x6 beam. What I'm gonna do though, that's a 12.5 foot run. What I'm gonna do is in this center piece here, I'll have the 2 bricks laying over, and I'll mark where those are and put those in line. You know, put the connection in line here. The center pieces of the 3-ply will lay even on the beam, and then the outside edges I'm gonna leave at 8 feet and tie those in where they go. So that's it. That's today's project. And if I have time, I'll start pulling out this old floor beam and putting in new ones. Oh, also forgot to mention, if once I get that set, what I have to do is we're gonna put tile in here, so I need to bulk the floor up. I'm gonna put a 4x4 post or beam under here across the center, and then I'm just putting those on some little 12-inch blocks, since it's not holding a ton of weight, but I'll do a bag of concrete under those as well. So let's get started. Got the beam out. Looks like there was a rat nest in this corner. I don't know if you can see all that down there, but all that nastiness. Anyhow, beam was up there sitting on that 2x4. Keep in mind that was a 4x6, and with that 2x4, that 4x6 was cut down by, I mean, it only had probably 2.5 inches on it. I can show you. Maybe I'll take a picture and stick it in here. But the beam is out. You'll see some nails if you get back in there. You can see some nails sticking out. I'll cut those flush, and then what I intend to do is I will use some Fasten Master structural bolts, or structural screws, really, I think is what they're called. Then get those back in there like a timber lock type. But anyhow, to tack all that back together, I'm gonna pull that 2x4 out. The new 2x6 will sit flush on there. And then in addition, I'm going to belly this one. I'm not going to go so crazy with it because it's mainly going to be only to support the lower side of the beam where it's cut. I'm going to leave a space in there because you can see the washer drain lines right there, so I need to get that through that opening. So the block will be sitting off, you know, maybe 3 inches or 4 inches from the edge, but that will add some support under the beam so that it doesn't split here. On this side down here, it'll be a similar process because it's supposed to be sitting over the top of this beam that's kind of rotted. I'm going to probably have to replace this one at some point. But what we'll do is I got to get it level. Right now it's just sitting on that block, but I'll get it level. But I mean, it's a little spongy on the end here, but that's why I laid this block this direction, was to give that more support, because it's pretty hard out on the edge. What happened here is when this block tipped over, it tipped outward, and it pushed out the corner pieces and allowed water into this corner, and even the 4x4 is looking pretty nasty, if you can see that. So matter of fact, there's another corner I can show you that on the front of the house where it's happening there as well, which is likely the same problem. The block's tipped over. So let me run up there real quick. So here's another example of where the block kicks out, and you can see that 90 is no longer a 90 there. If we come back here, you can see it's splayed out, and that block is pushed out. So this needs to get jacked up as well and realigned, and hopefully it's not too rotted in there. But that's kind of what you'll end up seeing if that happens for you. All right, so back into here. Here's the block I pulled out here. That was tipped over. I thought about actually, I mean, to get it level again, what I thought about doing was just digging around it, straightening it out, and filling it with, you know, circling it with concrete. But, you know, with the roots around here from that tree, I didn't feel like that was going to be a long-term solution, and I'd probably be back out here again doing the same thing. So I did not do that. But now I'm going to go ahead and get the blocks on here set, and then get that backfilled. And then what I'm going to do is start digging out for where the where this post is going to go for the center to hold up these floor joists. So I will bring you back in a minute. All right, guys, we're back here. I got the first board cut, so it's not quite so bad. It looks like about maybe 1.5 inches of overhang there where I had to trim down. So I may not put a block in this corner. Haven't decided yet, but this is going to be a 3-ply beam. I'm going to get this leveled. So looking over here, we'll get, that's my cord in the way. We'll get that leveled up, get some blocking under that, and then start cutting the other 3, and then bring them over to the other side. So I'll show you an update here shortly. Okay, finishing up. Got this all put together. Got the old beam out. It was kind of a pain. I had a bunch of nails coming. I think I showed you that coming the other direction, but I got two of the 2x6s in place. Got to do a third one. That's why there's a bit of a lip there. I just used 2x6s for that platform. But got one more to do. I'm going to split it again at the center. I'll do another split here and then sister those together. And then I'm also putting in some these are made by Grip Right, but somewhat like Fasten Master. But anyhow, you can see there what the cut ended up. I think it was just over 1 inch or so was what that notch was on both sides for these. For the next one, it'll be this, obviously the same notch there for the third one. But if we come look over on this side, I'm crawling around in the dirt here, you'll see that that beam was, the beam going to the left was cut on this back wall. So the end piece there will not quite have as much, or it'll have a deeper cut since it's not notched there, and it originally just had a 4x6 beam in it. So but what I intend to do is I'll block it up under that as well, and get some support under it. I don't think it really needs it, but if I got some scrap wood laying around, I'll pound some wedges in there and call it a day. And it's about time for something to drink, some water, followed by some beer. So anyhow, that's it for today. Tomorrow I intend to get this last beam in. I'll get the beam and the floor joists in, hopefully before all the Christmas activities kick off. We normally have the whole family over, but with COVID, obviously that's not happening, but we'll still do something. So I'll get some time in the morning and maybe get a video out before all the holiday stuff kicks off. But if not, I will see you guys the day after Christmas. I don't intend to get out here on Christmas Day, but I certainly will get out here after that. So let me grab, oh, that's not it. Where is my, I don't know where my special lock the door thing is. I'll let you guys watch me pack it up. So there's my phone. There it is. All right, I got to go make sure everything outside is cleaned up. I'll let you come with me here. Anyhow, so this is the laundry room, so that's why we have washer and dryer out here. But there's my big old mess. And so this is the property. Some old 1940 barns that need to come down eventually, but I gotta build something. Oh, there's Shadow the cat. Anyhow, there's the property. Gonna end up doing a new fence here too. You guys will see that eventually. But and then maybe I'll show you guys. Got some gophers. That's a telltale gopher sign, but that'll be another video. You see the crescent moon shape? That's telltale gopher, because they come out and they kick the dirt out and it makes that shape. Here's another one. That one looks like one of the dogs got into it. Let's get over here. Yeah. So this is gopher too. You'll see crescent moon shape. There's a crescent moon shape. Ignore the fact that it makes almost a half circle. That's just inconsequential. But one of the things you'll notice is this. You see this pile of dirt where there's no, it's perfectly round. Some people will tell you that's moles. But I found that gophers do that, and they do it but I kind of think they do it for a specific reason. You'll notice there's this rock here. Do you see that? I've noticed that almost every one of these piles like this, there's a rock or there's rocks, and I'm wondering if they run into it and their first instinct is to just push it up, because this isn't actually a hole. If you dig down, there are main tunnels under this. So the dog's coming. Hey bud, how are you? Say hello. You say hello? Yeah. What? All right. There's Bean. Okay. There is. That's the dogs digging for gophers. Anyway, there will be some gopher videos before too long. All right. That's it for me. I am packing it in and calling it a night. And given this is my first foray in YouTube, don't beat me up too bad in the comments. We'll talk to you guys later.